Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to my channel. You are Unconditional Love. And in today's video, I'm gonna start to talk about the stages that you go through on a twin flame journey in order to reach to fully to inner union. So the first stage that you always go through is the stage that you meet your twin flame and you start to have this activation and remembrance, and you start to remember the soul. It's so ancient. This is not like a life, like this lifetime connection. It's many and many lifetime connection, and you start having this remembrance of your soul, and this is gonna lead you to the second stage, which you're gonna start to have a good, this has happened for some of twin flame and some is not. You're gonna start to have a good connection with your twin flame and everything is good, everything is fine, and you're gonna go through this period for a certain period until you go for separation. And once the separation is happened, this is where your higher self start to put this energetic wall between you both, because the kundalini start to arise and hitting your old chakra, which start to push all the traumas and all the things that's not aligned with you outside of your body in order to be healed and witness and switch it into love and light. And this has happened once you start to be activated with your twin. So the kundalini start to activate, hitting all your chakras, and you start to go through the separation and separation phase. Most of the twin flame, like almost all of them, go through this phase. And once you start to have this separation, you start to go into the first stage of awakening, which I call it the dark night of the soul. All the people are calling it the dark night of the soul, but I don't like to call it dark night of the soul. I like to call it loving the shadow part of your soul, because this is a way that you're gonna overcome this stage once you start to love the shadow part of you, because this stage is gonna show you all the false life that you were living, all the fears, all the rejection, all the plugs that was blocking your soul. And the kundalini gonna start to hit your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, your crown, and every chakra it hits, it gonna hit certain type of trauma, gonna be pushed out in order to be healed and witness and switch it into love and light. For example, the root chakra, you're gonna start to heal all the fears, heal all the ancestor fears about the land, about your home, about safety. This is all about the root chakra. The sacral chakra gonna be all about sexuality and heal all the sexual triggers and giving your life force away. The solar plexus, all the anger, all the emotion, all unresolved emotion that you've been carrying gonna be hit, and just you're gonna be asked to just release it and switch it into love and light. And then the heart, all the heartbreak that you went through, all the betrayal, all the closeness in your heart, until you start fully to open your heart and the truth. If you don't speak your truth, if you're being like you know, sometimes on a twin flame journey, this is always happened with most of twin flames, the witch wound. Sometimes you start to remember that you've been killed in past life, and your voice been taken away from you. So you start to work on all of that, and you start to just release all this trauma outside of your body, all the trauma from your throat, all the trauma that you've been holding in your throat, in order for you to start to speak fully your truth. And then the third eye, all the illusions that you've been seeing, and you start just to release this all, not trusting your intuition, not trusting yourself, and all is coming from the third eye. So you start to work on it, and then the crown and the connection with God, and you start just the crown to be open and the energy to be open to order to be received by just releasing the blocks. And what kind of energy, what kind of third party energy that between you and God, what kind of energy that you were putting and you cannot let go of attachment towards it, and you start all just to be released it and switch it into love and light. This period is so important, so it shows you all the shadow part of your soul in order to be witness, switch it into love and light, and be healed. And then you go after that into stage, I call it the void. And this stage is so important. Once you go through the void phase, you start to feel numbness, you start to feel disconnection from everyone around you. I call it the space before creation, because this is a space before anything gonna happen. It's even the space between like anything in this universe being created, because this universe is created from the void. So you go through this phase, you feel void within your body, you feel void within your system, you feel void everywhere around you, even you feel disconnected from God and people around you. And all what you need to do is just to relax and allow yourself and allow your body to be relaxed. At this stage as well, some of the old trigger gonna be surface, and all what you need to do is just to witness it and not act on it, and just allow it to be released and switch it into love and light, and hold this love within you. Because after this phase, which gonna come your codes, which gonna come the new light, and this is how you're gonna receive your new light, your new codes, your activation for the mission. And this is the next stage. When you start to receive this activation, you start to receive new light within you, and you start to embody fully your new self. And this is why I'm calling the void phase is a phase between letting go of the old self and embodying fully your new self, your higher self. And this is where you're gonna start to embody your higher self, and this is where after that you're gonna start to have the next phase, which is calling for your mission here and what you need to do, calling for the service, calling for alignment with your soul, what your soul came here to express and what your soul came here to do, what kind of service you came here to do. And this is where you're gonna have this calling, and you're gonna start to do this and embody fully your mission. And this is a stage that you gonna go through after receiving your lights, after receiving your gifts, after like everything you start to activate with you. And after that you're gonna go for the phase of inner union, which you be fully one, complete with God. You feel whole oneness. You feel like you are embodying the divine feminine energy within you and the divine masculine energy within you, and both are together. We call it a sacred marriage, aligned with your soul and heart and your divine blueprint to express what your soul came here to do. And this is how you gonna literally start to live at your highest timeline, and this is how you're gonna literally start to live heaven on earth. This is the main stages of twin flame and spiritual awakening journey that you go through. Because this is I can call this relationship, and I love always to call this relationship, the main purpose of this relationship is spiritual awakening and awakening to the true essence of who you truly are and align with your heart and soul. After that inner union happened, the outer union gonna start to happen after it by a certain period, once you start to fully embody who you truly are and you start to live your mission. But there is something here, because there is always a free will. If your twin did the work and work on himself and did the same and accept the journey, he gonna start to come back into outer union, and you're gonna have union together. If your twin did do the job and he reject the job and he be caught by the matrix and he choose different direction, this is where you're gonna feel fully disconnected from your twin energetically, and you're gonna after this inner union you're gonna feel fully detached, and the universe gonna start to align, and you, we call it high level soulmate, carrying the same frequency that you are, helping you to step into fully your mission and supporting you through your journey, and you both gonna move together as one, and it gonna look exactly the same like your twin flame, even more and more alignment. This is what's gonna happen after inner union happens through you. This is the all phases of the twin flame. If you need help and support, I'm here to support you through your journey, through my one-on-one. I have different kind of session, which is if you want to align with your soul and heart, I'm doing something called soul alignment session, which is going to help you to align with your soul and heart through Akashic record. What is your divine blueprint and what is the blocks that's blocking you from aligning fully with your soul and heart? This session is so powerful because the main purpose of this session to help you to align with your divine blueprint and what exactly is your divine blueprint and what you came here to express on earth. As well, I'm working with people through a heart open session and energy activation session in order for them just to heal their shadow part and switch it into light and love, working on ancestor, working on past life, working on this lifetime, working on generational trauma, all of that in order to switch it into life and light and love. And all of this is going to help you to open your heart more and connect to your soul more and your mission as well. So I'm working as well with you through this As well, I'm having my courses there on my website. You can check my course, Divine Union, Coming Back to Unconditional Love, which is having the codes of unconditional love that can help you to come back to union and align with your soul and heart. Check my website on the description below. You're gonna find all what you need there.